Burning other people. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails. Guys, today I want to talk about Jedi Master Kenobi, some teams I think he's going to be used initially with, and what his relationship with Cat is going to be. It's obviously all just speculation. He'll be released in a couple days, but I'm excited about him. He's going to shake up the meta quite a bit. So is Cat when she's released, Cat being Commander Ahsoka Tano, and we gotta figure this out, guys, because a lot of people are unlocking Ki-Adi-Mundi, and the big debate, of course, is it going to be Cat? Is it going to be Ki-Adi-Mundi with Jedi Master Kenobi? Because Kenobi is obviously he's a Galactic Republic Jedi, as you can see. He's going to be really good with Ki-Adi-Mundi if all of the characters involved are Galactic Republic Jedi. Cat obviously throws a hitch in that because she's not a Galactic Republic Jedi. She has completely repudiated the Jedi Order. She's renounced it. Repudiated might be too strong, and it might be too obscure of a word, actually. It's kind of random. But she's not a Jedi now. And so Ki-Adi-Mundi then is like, well, fine, she's not a Jedi. I'm not going to actually let you use my powers. And it's very childish of him. It's like he was built in with a dunce cap, like he was born with a dunce cap built in, because he's kind of dumb like that. But that being said, we have to deal with it. It's just like having a professional basketball player. It's like sometimes you just have to appease them because you literally can't replace their talent. So we have to figure out, what are we going to do? Is it going to be Cat? Is it going to be Ki-Adi-Mundi? What are the arena teams going to look like? What are they going to look like initially? Because we won't have Cat for an extra month. And so we're just going to talk about that a little bit, trying to make this video somewhat short. It's an experiment, though. We'll see. Maybe it'll end up being super long. I hope not. But that being said, guys, a couple things to point out. Kenobi is all about stat gains, trying to boost your stats permanently with all the mastery and everything. And so you use the ultimate, you use all this stuff, and people are going to be unlocking him immediately. They've been saving energy. They're going to have his ultimate day one. Actually, some people are. They've been saving their energy. I haven't been doing that. I'll have Kenobi unlocked, I think, for week 4 of the current GAC, but that's neither here nor there. So his whole thing, though, is boosting mastery on his team, and eventually it's just going to make his team so obnoxiously powerful that you're just going to get demolished. So I mean, that's his thing, regardless of if you have Cat or if you have Cam or if you have both. And all these screenshots and stuff have pictures of both. The other thing, guys, is he's going to give all these tanks pre-taunt. And so that's really nice. Another factor is he's going to be giving Cat the ability, if he's there, in the same squad as her, he's going to reset her starting cooldowns, and so she's going to get an Annihilate off immediately. And so, I mean, there's a lot of good things to be said about Cat being on the squad, but once again, we're kind of wasting Ki-Adi-Mundi's stuff, which we'll look at in a minute. So there's like a mile long of reading here. If you guys want to read up on it and you're off time, feel free. Please do it. Actually, it's going to be important. But what the takeaway is, I don't think he's going to end up being like super high powered in terms of just like physically punching people. I think he's going to, he'll hit okay hard, but he's not going to be the killer. It's going to be him enabling the rest of the team and him keeping his team alive so that they can gain so much mastery that they just go forth and demolish people. And there's going to be a few different ways to do this. So let's go to the game, actually, so I can show you some of the teams I'm thinking of. So I know that Ahsoka, the Cat, is not going to be available immediately, but let's for the moment assume that she's going to be released side by side with Kenobi. And please don't mind the Jedi Master Luke stand in there. I just didn't want to have, I wanted an obvious galactic legend who was a Jedi, who is just very clearly, a stand-in. He's a proxy. And same with Fulcrum here. She gets attention, but she's different. For instance, you can see in this third group from Ahsoka being in here. So Here's the thing, guys. There's two different schools of thought. Are we going to have Mundi being the guy who runs the show, or are we going to have Cat? And I mean, on the surface, Cat's going to be pretty nice. Like what's going to happen, as I see it, where both teams going to need at least one tank, and then the other team is going to use their Cat Kenobi combo. That's some that's some pretty good alliteration there. Cat Kenobi combo. They're going to do that to kill the opponent's tank immediately, just annihilate it. No savior allowed. Don't pass go. Do not collect any amount of credits. We're just going to destroy someone, and then we're going to settle into the long slog of fighting with 4 characters that Kenobi's just going to keep surviving. And in the mirror, the obvious advantage will be with the player, because whoever has the ultimate, which is going to be super imperative, one of them is going to be popping the ultimate immediately because the AI is stupid, and the player is going to hopefully not be so stupid. Probably some of you, a lot of you, in fact, are going to be so stupid as to push that button immediately, but a lot more of you are going to wait and pop that ult when you get to 100%. Instead of getting 100% mastery, you're going to get 200% mastery, and it's going to eventually, you're going to have the preponderance of momentum, whatever, like you guys are going to be stronger and you'll be able to take them out. So that's how I see it happening. And so in Arena, that's what's going to happen. You're both going to use this squad, like Jedi Kenobi with or Master Kenobi with a tank, and since it's Arena, you're going to use General Kenobi because he's the best Galactic Republic Jedi tank. You're still going to use Mundi, and Grandmaster Yoda at Relic 8 is going to be insane. So good, especially alongside Mundi and Ahsoka. So what happens, guys, is Mundi, when here's his unique. Now, there are 2 different things. First is, at the start of each battle, if all allies are Galactic Republic Jedi, they gain all this stuff. And then there's a break here, which means that at the same time, Jedi allies with a support or healer role have an additional offense equal to 10% of their max health. So what you're going to end up happening, what's going to end up happening, Grandmaster Yoda is a support, so you're going to give him a ton of health. Obviously, he is not modded for health right now, but even so, he's at 62k health. You're going to get all these modifiers. Ahsoka, Cat, is going to give him another 50%, and Kenobi is going to give him another 25%, so he's going to have a ton of health. All of that is going to translate into, let's say that he just gets 10k health. I know that he's going to get way more than that, actually, once you mod him for health. But let's say not 10k, I mean 100k. He's going to get 10% of that, which translates to 10,000 special offense. So, I mean, mine is already at 12,000. He's going to get another 10,000, and in reality, it's going to be more like 20,000. Once you've modded everything, everything's good. And then Ahsoka's also just going to give him an extra like 50% offense on top of that. Really crazy stat gains for Yoda, so you're going to want him fast, etc. He's going to hit like a truck, and he's part of the reason why I think that eventually Cat's going to be pushed out of the squad, at least in Grand Arena. So what's going to happen is, like I said, both teams are going to look like this. Cat's going to go kill General Kenobi, and then life will go on with the 4 left, and it's still going to be good. So Mundi's he's not going anywhere. He's still going to be good. You're just missing the whole half of the piece of the puzzle here, where he is giving all of the Galactic Republic Jedi extra speed, extra max health, and extra offense on top of that. Like, he's not giving as much as Ahsoka does, as Cat does, but he's still giving quite a bit, even though he's giving quite a bit just because of this clause, the offense equal to 10% of their max health. Yoda's still going to be great with them. Here's the idea, though, guys. So, yes, this squad is going to be good. I think that'll probably end up being something like this is going to be the Arena meta, I think. for a while. But when we get to GAC, we're going to see this convergence or divergence of we're going to be splitting these guys off. Just like in normal arena right now, we have Jedi Master Luke with all of the different good Jedi, and we don't need all those good Jedi in GAC. In fact, it's foolish because Sith Eternal will just like solo that whole team almost. So, like, why would you waste all that in Grand Arena? Instead, what you're going to want to do, I think what's going to happen is Kat is going to get split off. She'll go with a different squad, and then you're going to need, so in Arena, people are still going to leave. So you're still going to need to counter Kat at some point. That's going to be important. But what's going to happen is Kat is going to be there. You're going to be in Grand Arena. You're going to be countering this team with Kat, the top team here. And instead of bringing Kenobi, he can go with like Padme or something. He can go. You still have two tanks. They're going to be pre-taunting. And what's going to end up happening is Ki-Adi-Mundi is still, he's going to be able to apply because all these guys are Galactic Republic Jedi. He's going to apply all of this, so Grandmaster Yoda is going to get all the health, he's going to get more speed, more offense, then Yoda's going to be buffed. He's not going to be buffed to the extent that Kat would buff him with that last combo, and obviously Mace and Plo are not going to be great here, and maybe we'll use some other Jedi or tank combo, but what's going to happen is this team is going to go against the Arena team, and we're still going to win because Kat is going to go, she's going to go and kill one of our tanks, because they're pre-taunting, those are her only options. She'll kill one of them, we won't kill anyone, but then we're going to just ramp up damage because we're the players. We have the AI on our side. We still have one tank who's just taking a beating from them, but Kenobi's keeping them alive, doing their thing. Obviously, Plo would not be Gear 12 in this scenario. He'd be Relic something, probably Relic 7 or 8, frankly, and with all the defense and everything to keep him alive. But what's going to happen is you're going to be fighting 4-man for a while until you eventually go in and just you're going to have so many crazy stat gains that you as the player can hand out and distribute that you eventually just lay waste to them with Grandmaster Yoda with strategic use of him and Ki-Adi-Mundi, while the tank keeps you alive and Kenobi helps orchestrate all of it. That's my idea. That's what I think is going to end up happening with the GAC meta versus the Arena meta. I think Cad will stay in the Arena meta forever, frankly. And this is all just speculation, right? So the question is, where does Kat go? What are the best teams? And the two best teams that I think Kat would go to if we were able to go do without, because here's the argument, guys, is yes, both of them combined is quite potent. That's probably the best combo, even though you're missing that Ki-Adi-Mundi buff. But why can't you use both? Like, the argument that I was talking to my buddy Solo, and his thing is like, well, like Kat's buffs to the squad are going to be way better than Ki-Adi-Mundi's are, and I'm like, yes, that's true. I agree, but you're wasting Ki-Adi-Mundi's. You're wasting his buffs. You just are, because Kat is negating all of them. And it seems like there's probably at least two squads out there, like the Kenobi team being one, probably two teams out there who would love to get boosted the way these two characters can do it. And Cam is just going to be stuck with General Kenobi, or with Kenobi Galactic Legend. So Kat leaves the squad. Kenobi resumes his place of importance, and he's buffing everyone. Everyone is happy. He's in tank mode sometimes. Who knows what the hell he's doing? But he's buffing the whole team. They're not as strong, but your player ability is going to be enough to overcome the madness that he has, or the madness that is the deficit that you have against this other better team, and then you're gonna be able to have Kat available to buff some different teams, and she's going to be good. Like, people want to use her with Rey. I get that. I hate that idea because it makes me sad to think, but that's gonna be good. I'm not putting it in this video though. You can go research it yourself. It's gonna be a thing actually, but otherwise, the teams that I want to see her on is, first off, like Padme. So she gives offense to everyone, which is nice. Offense is cool. But Padme doesn't care as much about that. She cares about health, and Ahsoka is going to be like, well, hey, I'll give you 50% defense and 50% health, too. So everyone's going to be at like 100% extra health, and with Padme, you're gonna get one Annihilate eventually, and it's really easy to hide her and protect her because she's Galactic Republic. She'll be gaining a ton of bonus protection, etc. This team will be extremely strong. And it might even end up being some kind of an off-meta counter to Kenobi, actually. But that's thoughts and experiments for another day. Just because he doesn't allow bonus turn meter, etc. The other team that's really going to be crazy is Bando team with the two with Kuiil and IG. They're gaining all that max health as well. It'll be kind of crazy. They'll also gain all that offense from her, and Bando right now with 20 stacks of whistling birds. Right now he does okay damage. Can you imagine Relic 8 with maxed out offense, and then you get an additional 50% offense on him, and then Kuiil and IG get an extra 50% defense and health? Like, this team is going to destroy people. The whistling birds are going to be great. She'll get an Annihilate eventually, like we've talked about. Bo-Katan is just there as a filler, because hopefully she'll have a better team, but she's kind of good here anyways, helping get whistling birds, etc. So I think those teams are going to be where Cat ends up, maybe with Rey, but I mean, Rey's going to be roughly as good with or without Ahsoka, or with Cat. That's what I think. So the question is, so it's all kind of moot for the first month, right? Like, yay, we've unlocked Kenobi, but we don't have Cat. We don't have the best version. And so my thoughts here, guys, the best arena team in all the land will be at the start. I think it'll be one of these two teams, and you note that I have actual snips, real snips here. It's not Cat, because we're talking about real life here. We won't, and no one will have her unlocked yet. We'll have a month left to go, like I said. But what we'll have with her, what'll happen with her is, I think on offense we're going to use this team, because we'll have one tank, and that's all we'll really need. And everyone's going to be using their specials, and our snips is just going to be assisting all the time. Ki-Adi-Mundi at the same time, everyone's Galactic Republic. He's still going to be buffing everyone, and Grandmaster Yoda is going to be modded for speed and health, just to boost everyone. And Ahsoka is going to be dispelling everyone. She's an attacker, so she doesn't get all of the support stuff, but she can heal, she can do all this stuff, and Kenobi's going to be helpful, but Snips will be nice just because she'll be able to, with Kenobi, you're going to be able to manipulate all of these assists. Like, assists are part of how he's going to get his ultimate charged, and Snips is going to help with that in Arena, and probably, honestly, in GAC. Like, I could see people using this team and kind of just, like, letting Padme do her own thing with some worthless Wookiees or whatever, some degenerate Wookiees, and who knows what exactly is going to become of Padme. But I think this team has legs just because they're going to be boosting all their mastery so much. A lot of people are going to have Ahsoka relicked already because of her ship. And this team is going to be great on offense. I mean, can you imagine, guys? Everyone's gonna have, who has Kenobi, they're gonna have Relic 8 Yoda, Grandmaster Yoda. He's going to, if they use the Galactic Republic Jedi, they're going to have this special offense. But they're going to, if you mod him right, you're gonna put all the health on him that you possibly can. He is going to have like 30k special offense. Like, doing his big hit, it's going to be insane. He is going to kill all the things. He's going to one-shot. We're going to get things where Rey just gets one shot, I bet. I bet that we're going to see some instances of him just on his own, walking up and WTF poning Rey. It's going to be amazing, and Reddit's going to be so sad sometimes, or mad. They're going to pitchfork it up, whatever. I think this team will be good on offense, just because we'll be able to use Ahsoka strategically. On defense, we'll add a second tank to the team so that people are going to struggle more against you. So just so that it's more of a pain. Like, because he keeps everyone alive for so long, strong and he boosts everyone's mastery so much, why not put a second Galactic Republic tank in with him, and then have Grandmaster Yoda just like randomly making little forays out to stab people with his saber. So I mean, those are my ideas, guys. I think these are the teams I'm going to be messing with. I don't know if it's going to be Mace. Probably Mace just because he's the one who's relicked right now. I don't have Plo Koon or Jedi Knight Guardian relicked, but I think these are the teams that I'm going to experiment first with in Arena, and we'll see. I mean, and the cool thing is, I know I'm not the sole arbiter of truth. I know that I'm not going to have all the comps here, but, I mean, it's good to have a starting space here, a spot to go with. And I mean, who knew? My buddy Solo also said, like, who knew that when we first got Sith Eternal, that the best way to mod him would be just max health and a little speed and call it good. Initially we were like, oh, max offense, do some speed and offense, because he's going to be able to just destroy people with his offense. And then it turns out he's way better with a ton of health. So I mean, that's what's going to happen here. We're going to say, like, oh, this is the best team. And then over time, we're going to learn that we need new character or other characters, or we're going to be able to discard other characters. It's going to be fun. I hope you guys will join me in all the speculation. It's going to be cool. I will have Kenobi as soon as I can, probably, like I said, before week 4 of the next GAC. But that being said, what do you think is going to happen with Kenobi, with his initial team, with Kat, with her initial teams? What's going to happen with these characters? I would love to hear it in the comments below. So please, guys, if you liked the video, or even if you didn't like the video but you do like me, I would appreciate a like. I need to ask for that more. That is a free way you can help the channel. Every time, if you hit those likes, we get on the algorithm better. That way we get the attention. Make comments below, etc. Hit that sub button if you haven't yet. That gets us more follows, etc. So that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails.